Ortham an am seo, chuig bíanas fiche hain, faoi deithnar fear buas stailc Ocras a brísan na céise fada. Seo scíal na bhar sin agus an lárag a dag sé a dóin mór.
The demands these prisoners are making are reasonable demands.
Crime is crime is crime, and there can be no question of granting political status.
There are enough votes in this constituency to elect Bobby Sands.
30,000.
Yeah!
Well, Togu na blachan seo an ídeag seachtos a cuig. Fanam sin bhí Rialtas Breataine in é dearú chuir le stádas polaitiúil agus cin siad duinear bí a déirú in é míabharta nídeag seachtos a sé gur grad corpaí a bheith tú agus gur an seo in sna blachan a héit a bheith siad. So, ban seo hanig tú isteach heag na blachan don céadúr agus nui grids na bardarí an gata de agus bhí tú stíans na blachanna. Agus mar an tú hartan seo, se bhí tú glomidjins an láran an riarachan, Sean Circle.
I 1972 bronú stádas polaitiúil ar phrísan í poblachtacha in é stailc Ocras ar an Breataine McKee a chreid gur prísan a cogaí a bhí an. Chaisiad a go déadí héin agus bhí cead colúdar acu le na chéile. Ar a chead le de bhharrta 1976, when Rialtas an Octobre an stadas speisialta de phrísan í poblachtacha agus dhiúltaigh agus ó sin amach chaisiad lá mar gra chirpaí. A dhiúltaigh na phrísan í poblachtacha adhfuil gur chirpaí a bhí antú. Tí was state in a hedge block in the ure, freezing the kisha fada, hashi should come down a hagoji, a by yelchi is there na jirblaji. By enjeru everywhere, go out jaitner far, boas, or son, a principal.
Chun na leichantas massa bhí agin an seo hí brúdelacht na an lá cin siad Virginia a horta seach agus folta dan a brúorling. An margin sin thulamid na bardarí a chaptasteach. Hannig siad isteach ag an cillín hogin when siad an blanket siad so bhí tú lomnacht agus rí siad an nuas an scéhan hu graham lava an duine ag na bardarí ort. Gydí go danig tú ag an tabla seo, bhúil tú an tabla agus haring siad an éis mar seo hu. Sin rug siad graham ar de grúig, bhí graham lava an duine ag na bardarí ort, há siad ar de cosa. Agus an sin hui duine acu agus rin sé cordach an bhanach ort, bhí metalgaí rubber agus rin sé cordach an bhanach ar de corp, sin rug siad graham ar de cosa agus cai siad haris an tabla hu gur hetstú ar an taobhile. Duncan Doctor fríd de grúig le slap bag a bhí an a lá bage, stúir sé tá sná grúig ar folca gan.
Yes, I seen somebody getting it big in the mouth. I seen a lot of stock getting big in the mouth. If somebody takes a swing at me, well, I'm from the old school. If somebody takes a swing at me, I'll take a swing back at them. End of story.
As rydde nar o cad acu a go déadí héna chahaw, hacrí na prísan a bhí lomnacht a réin ar éidí prísan a chahaw. Pagus na cillíní le a héiniad an chud is mód an lá agus heisiad blancéid an AJD. Dar éir a heile, dhiúltaigh siad a gillíní a ghlánú agus mar siad fháil ar na bálaí, tugu an agóid halach ar an actas seo.
The dirty protest was absolutely horrendous. The whole thing was absolutely vile in terms of hygiene and conditions. It was vile. There's no other way to put it.
There's a lot of staff wouldn't work in the striker blocks because of smell and everything else. It's like to say he could use everything. Well, he got actually used it, but didn't smell it. Some of the things they've done was first class. because he used to went as one of the ones went in, and he used to decorate the cell with shit. So he walked in and he had a fireplace designed on the wall, and he had a window with curtains on it, nice floral effect. They'd done this with a full metal mattress, and it was first class. It was like walking into a little room.
We're political prisoners! We want political status! We're political prisoners!
While it is very difficult to have a prison regime with people fouling their nests, as it were, I don't think anybody was very seriously concerned about people living in foul nests, bearing in mind what they'd done.
Don't forget, these were the same people that were actually shooting us and shooting our families, and planting bombs and sending parcel bombs and everything else. So we didn't have a lot of sympathy for them.
Le linn na gire bliana a war an agad hala, for an IRA cogu na hafigi prísun. Mario 8 gleidne déag acu. Sa bhíon 1976 a bháin Mario Deichner afige. I mína Breataine 1979 díríonn scíal ní bhheasa nar a tháinig Margaret Thatcher a ghuacht. Ceapú Humphrey Atkins in the Stát Rooney a dúisgur téireann. Dírí le Frank Maguire feisire bheith an omra, grem a chuineal ar a héhan a bhar manach is tíróin heas, cantar a mó tábhacht nach beglis a mahan seo.
The British government, which I worked for and supported, was engaged in a very difficult and radical overhaul of the British economy. And this issue in Ireland was not to do with the British economy.
Where there is discord, may we bring harmony.
Ireland was as foreign as Sri Lanka.
May we bring faith, and where there is despair, may we bring hope.
Mrs. Thatcher just didn't rate them. You know, these were out of her radar. What are these mad people doing?
Repeal Dublin! Up the row! Fuck you, that black man! Political status for black men!
Faoin am seo, bhí níos móna cirichéad prísanach páirteas an agad hala, bhí cuig phríomh éile bhacu. An ceart agadéad í héanach a hau, an ceart gan obair an phrísan éanú, an ceart meascú le prísan éile, an ceart cuairteanna, Breataine agus deisina só agus éideatha se éil, an ceart léadú éil ar a binas. Fa é an ceart agadéad í héanach a hau, an taileh ba háhachtaí.
Well, Sean Killeen, Sean H. a chaith maidir ar saola lig, was maidir ar an fluid. Rinneú na Killeen seo de ginne bháin, ach le linn amsir na plúide, a bhí an orad sin daoine ar an agóid gur chuir siad beirt in ach an Killeen. Bhí tocht an duine agin, trí blankad, bhí bibla an duine agin, agus próca bógaisce, chuir siad eisce isteach an sin ach an lá, agus an sin pot an lún. Hosaí mar amach a deanú bailí eagsúla an a deochail an a bheith deagháil a dosach hogil le scarrt amach ar an doras nóir an inneog go bhainneach mar sin, agus ag na pépi bhí mar abalt a pol a dheanú an san mála, agus hogil an PC paper a chuir fríd sin, bé an dúin gachrod a smugla agus deachar na cuairteanna.
Hosaí muid a teagas gilig de rara céile a scarrt amach ar na tuirsaí, rimmuid na rangana a han lá, a haníthe, a géirí rudaí a scríú, a géirí ábhar leithreacht a smugla le isteach an sa phríosún. Bhí sé intact tartag agin mar ar leis commerceide, sa dói go deochail len rudaí a phlé amach as a doras, gan bheith burtha fa dúd in a bargery a cúla isteach ben.
Seo é, Sean Béla an Sean H. A bhí an affran gach dónach, hocu céad fiche duine isteach an seo, Virginia caihu bristi wine bristi and frizzern mar began sena caihu le galar afran. Agus fi an Torman and Callan agus an scracky dog cradda hanig tu dini ar an donach nach waka tu an kajal ar fad an shaftan. Agus fi crack agus Callan agus dini a chorus a kuchu mar a vies.
Dhiúltaigh chéile just rim muid amach gur ruáin cur leis an agóid chun an rud a bhreisiú sola méú daoine golar mura.
At that time, about the only occasion or opportunity we would have had to discuss anything among ourselves in private was at Sunday morning Mass. And it was at Sunday morning Mass that we talked this over and took the decision that we had to break the deadlock via a hunger strike.
Achar tús, begin dana prísanní achar an loi ar cheanaracht an IRA tivamui gur a biu dífa vel ar stailc.
I'd say the president was totally opposed to it. Adams was totally opposed to it. I mean, let's make no bones about that. Jerry Adams didn't think a hunger strike would work.
Well, like an Urshan bhíméid go hán gróthach, bhíméid ag chur sin féin na héile, ag tógáil cócht agus neart, agus bhí agla ormsa, bhéidir gur chur stailc Ocras sa stíar an obair crua sin.
The advice that they were given was a description of hunger strike, its physical effects on the body, and politically. And this was crucial, that we did not believe that Thatcher, given her personality, would concede. So what we said to them, if you hunger strike, you're dying, and even after your death, there is no guarantee that the demands are going to be met.
I think Mrs. Thatcher was adamant from the very beginning that there would be no concessions whatsoever during the strike. That's it. That's what they want to do, they do it, but there will be no concession.
Hip ar an eaglas Catholica agus a Rialtas na Héireann áitiú ar na prísanní gandal am an stailce, a bhí siad leacha ar háiseacht. Ar a seartú as fiad dearú fómhair 1980 chuaigh seacht ar fearr ar stailc Ocras.
We and my 6 comrades are prepared to clueless, and we are prepared to die to prove that we are special prisoners and our 5 basic demands are just.
The other 6 people on the hunger strike along with me were Leo Green from Lurgan, John Nixon from Armagh, Tom McFeely from the Fort Glen in Dungiven, Tommy McKierney from the Moy, and Sean McKenna from Newry, and obviously Brenton Hughes, who was the OC from Belfast.
Nar a háisí an stailc, ceapú fearr eile ina cheanara ar na prísanní náid Brenton Hughes, ba sin Bobby Sands, ní raibh sisin ar a chéad stailc Ocras.
When my name was taken and accepted as one of those who would go on hunger strike, it still was a chilling moment for me, and it was still a significant moment for me, but it wasn't altogether surprising because I was expecting to be selected.
Chuaigh feachtas na brísanach in neart de réir mar a bhéidí na léirsithe ar na sráideacha.
The demand these prisoners are making are reasonable demands.
Bhí Bernadette McAliskey ar whose caiineachta a bheachtas na H-blockanna. Bhí cáistí bunaithe aici ar fud na Héireann.
All of this activity was going on. There were H-block committees the length and breadth of the country. And Sean McKenna was inching towards death.
On the 45th day, my body broke down very, very rapidly. My body was slowly poisoning from the periphery, and it was creeping from my fingers and my toes in towards the centre of my body. So my battle actually wasn't with life or death in my own mind.
it actually was happening in my body, or with the political ramifications of what was happening outside. I was struggling with death by poisoning.
Fan am seo, bhí ag tip ar cheann McKenna isce a bhlogad, gan é ní waithú sé. Ag an bhumuilte dhearnach, chur an Rialtas ceann ar chóratí rúnda le Jerry Adams, frig an gríomhara MI6, the mountain climber.
Bhí lína an back channel mar a deirtar, lína han commerceide, agus bhí mé ceangal le thuas leis sin.
They spoke that they wanted it resolved and that they were preparing a paper. So I was informing Breataine Shoes that a new paper was being prepared by the British government and that it was on its way.
Clearly, Brendan, at the 11th hour, so to speak, is in a dilemma. He's aware that the document is on its way to the prison. The document is to be brought to the prison. The prisoners are to read the document. They are to decide, is there enough in this document to end the hunger strike without anybody dying?
Nuair a thulamid go raibh an document sin a teachtacht an prison, agus thulamid gur cricne an céad stailc and sin very much intach sásta, agus creid muid gur a bheith sin agus go raibh an buágan.
Bhí Cohan Jacker, an sin bhí Imagena agus bhí na cimí, faoi Alan Brew bhí si Cohan Strassil an
Brendan said that the document was on its way and it would satisfy the 5 demands, and that he had instructed the doctor to feed Sean and that the hunger strike was over.
Well, bhí méid an Clár, bhí méid ag léamh an documents nó an paper. Agus búil Tom Hartley as Jacqueline bhí Tom mar ceanara rind cimí polaitiúil sin féin. Agus tháinig sé as Jack Cohan Gasta agus bhí sé ag scarge tá stailc cricne.
Ní raibh capis an Rialtas léite ag duinear bith in na príosnaí, Bobby Sands in the mask, nar a chuir dearú leis a chéad stailc Ocras.
At that point, everybody took, if you like, the Michael Collins stand, the freedom to win freedom, the space to win more. And everybody backed off. I would have held the line. It would have been a very cold, very hard position. That I was in favour of holding it. I had no power to hold it. I'd have let John McKenna die.
Ní hé go mé ag arid breithinas a thabhairt ar na fíor seo. Ach bhí is ag na cimí, mar bhí siad a lorg taca fáinne an stailc Ocras. Go mé na Sasanach, go mé Rialtas na Sasanach a fannacht. Go raibh cimí ag death's door mar a deartar.
Well, tháinig an báidir isteach an Macillín an Mad an Darceán, agus chaith sé per Breataine, thugam stúir sé an Breataine a chorám, go raibh mé ag gemacht go blach a trí le bualadh le Bobby Sands, agus chuir sé a lábhamach le craithú lomsa, agus dúirt sé an cógáideastíh, win sibh na cuaig eileh, dúling sibh bhláán, thar na blianta ach tá sé agah inis. Thuí mé go dtí blach a trí, agus bhí mé sé cinnte, go raibh aithin rud a ceart, agus chomhlú sa shiúil mé isteach an blach a trí, tháinig Bobby amach stúirt sé an, níl cum a maiar an scéal chra.
An document bhí sé mar document hasanacha caiisianta a chorad ar a gcumas rud amháin agus a bhallairt de a dheanú.
Tred Bobby Sands gur le Rialtas na Breataine bhíon lá nar a choú deirú leis a chéad stailc Ocras. Ocras a táisiart ar a dara stailc láithreach bon.
It was over a period of days and maybe a week or two that he was persuaded to try and implement the document. And so his agreement was, okay, I'll try.
Ad is bhí Bobby Sands among cantina ar a tiústí, rinne dhéireacht Bernadette McAliskey a gúnwarú. Bhí trúr eile de cheannarí choiste náisiúnta na H blockanna marithe ag an UDA cheanna féin.
I was hit 8 times from the neck to the knees. I should have died. I didn't. And my husband was hit in the stomach and in the kidneys and in the head. And he didn't die.
De réir mar bhí Bernadette McAliskey a teart heici hen, ba chasúil gur a géirí le Bobby Sands dal chun cinne dhéanú. Dúrú leis na príosanna go mó cead acu éadaí sibhialta a chathó. Nuair a duines údar leis an phríosan dífa, go dúirt siad éadaí dífa a bhó cosúil le héadaí sibhialta, seachas a go déadaí héin, scris na príosanna a gciilíní agus choú deirú leis na cantina.
The problem was there was no will, either inside the prison among the prison officials at a senior level, or those in the Northern Ireland office, who believed that here was another opportunity to grind the prisoners down.
Nuair a bhí an óbhacán le cruicnithe ag Bobby don stailc Ocras, agus bailléar gurú sé go rá, scrí sé a scéalaigh thugam agus dúirt sé lán gurú cuairt ag é lena Clár, agus gurú sé ginsin tofa go jobha len buóil ar na Sasnaí, ach dúirt sé lán nach gurú sé chun iireachtaí anú dal a móg a chur ormsa, agus gurú sé cinse in an sin hain, bhí sé cinse go méid ar básáil.